This is your Egalitarian AF Truth Report for December 8th, 2025. We're here to share headlines from all around the world, stories exposing violence, displacement, and government actions shaping life for millions. We don't trust the mainstream media, which is why we are here, to stand on truth. Let's get into it. The Israeli military chief announced that what is being called the Gaza Yellow Line would now be treated as a permanent new border. This effectively turns a temporary military control zone into a fixed territorial boundary without negotiations. Analysts warn this redefinition bypasses international processes and locks in displacement. When military lines become permanent borders, civilian loss becomes policy. And this policy is created by the colonizers, the apartheid government of Israel, the occupiers of Palestine, and the U.S. Free Palestine. Nearly 100 bodies were recovered beneath Al-Shifa Hospital following ground operations in the area. Medical workers report many of the remains were decomposed and buried under collapsed structures. Humanitarian organizations are now calling for forensic investigations. When hospitals become evacuation sites for the dead, humanitarian law has failed completely. But we knew that this humanitarian law had failed because this was the plan of the occupiers of Palestine for ethnic cleansing by any means necessary. It's inhumane, it's sick, it's genocide, it is unthinkable. And the U.S. and Israel are responsible. Free Palestine. Donald Trump publicly insulted another female reporter while reversing his earlier support for releasing video footage of a recent boat strike. The administration cited national security for withholding the footage. Media transparency groups argue that blocking public review prevents accountability. Well, duh. That's the plan and the purpose all along. However, the mainstream media is also being ran by these same billionaires and Zionists. So you got to see the game that's being played here. When information is withheld through intimidation, power avoids scrutiny. Again, and there's more to come. Republicans unveiled a record $901 billion military spending bill, the largest in U.S. history. At the same time, economic data shows that most Americans are struggling to meet basic living costs, while homelessness and food insecurity continue to rise. Budget priorities reveal national values long before policy speeches do. And let's be very clear, both Democrats and Republicans are on this side. Immigration agents pointed firearms at a crowd protesting the arrest of a student at Augsburg University in Minneapolis. Witnesses say the confrontation escalated rapidly, with officers drawing weapons on unarmed demonstrators. Civil rights groups say the incident raises serious questions about use of force during peaceful assembly. When protest is met with gunfire threats, civic space collapses. But once again, this is a part of the plan and the purpose because they want you to be intimidated and scared simply just to oppose them. UAE-backed separatist forces claimed control of southern Yemen after intense fighting with rival groups. Residents report power outages, road closures, and mass displacement as armed groups expand territorial control. Regional proxy conflicts continue to fragment civilian life. When foreign-backed factions compete for territory, civilians absorb the cost. So once again, the UAE is interrupting and inserting themselves as colonizers and territorial controlists in another territory, in Yemen. Free Yemen and free Sudan. A Sudanese army drone strike killed multiple tribal leaders and RSF fighters near a key oil field. The clash occurred in an area critical to both military strategy and energy production. Analysts warn warfare around infrastructure increases the risk of environmental and humanitarian disaster. When war targets resources, entire regions become collateral. But this is all caused by, again, the UAE and Israel, which in turn, the US. Free Sudan. These stories show how war, displacement, policy decisions, and militarized systems impact families, communities, and entire nations. Your awareness helps to challenge silence and uplift those living through these crises. Silence is complicity. We must take action. Speak out. Free Palestine, free Sudan, free Yemen, free Congo, free all oppressed people. This is your Egalitarian AF Truth Report. Stay loud, stay aligned, stay egalitarian AF. And follow us on these social media platforms, please and thank you.